Hello book besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ash and you are watching Smokedshelves. Okay, let's chat real quick. I have something I want to say. It's kind of an announcement, kind of not. Just more of a channel update before I get into the actual video. But basically, I will be taking like a semi-hiatus for the next couple of months. I have only a month and a half until my dissertation is due. I'm working 3 times a week, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot if you include the fact that my dissertation is a lot. I have a holiday coming up. I just have a lot going on. And so with everything happening and my health being kind of weird right now, where I am constantly exhausted and not a lot of answers coming my way, I will be basically dropping down, like I said, semi-hiatus type situation. It's sad. I don't want to be doing that, but until I can get settled back in the States or wherever I end up, in an apartment with a job and a more stable schedule than I have right now, I just can't be doing everything I have been wanting to do. I've been stretching myself a little thin with the twice a week attempt of posting. And you may have noticed it because my posting schedule has like been out the window for the past few weeks, if not months. I started in May. It's just been a lot to handle. And I love making videos and it's a pastime for me, but I don't want to sacrifice my health for these videos. So I still have stuff planned to come out once a week, ideally Sundays, because I don't work Sundays and I don't do my dissertation on Sundays. Like I have Sundays as my off day, which has basically just become my booktube day where I film, edit, and try to post all in the same day. So we'll see how much I keep up with that. But like I said, I'm also going on holiday for 2 weeks. So that's 2 weeks where I'm not going to post. And I'm not going to be sad about it. It's just how it is. I'm still trying to film clips here and there from like my daily life to give you for a vlog, but like if you've noticed, that hasn't really been happening either. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I just don't have the time to be doing all of this as much as I really want to. Like if I look at my calendar, because I like to plan out a couple months in advance where I want to post, I really just don't have anything planned. I have technically a June wrap up going up, but I don't think I'm going to post it. Like I have it planned to go up, but I don't think it's going to happen. We'll see how it goes. I'm so sad, but it's just the only way that's gonna have to happen for like the next few months, unfortunately. Like I said, please enjoy this as potentially my last video for a little while. And ideally, hopefully not, because I do want to get a very particular video next week, but we'll see what happens. Just be patient with me as these next few weeks go on. Hopefully maybe by late August when things calm down, but also not really because I'm moving back to the States, but fingers crossed I can, I don't know, figure something out. I don't know. I really don't know. That's everything. That's where I'm at with everything. I just wanted to tell you all that. It's been like a great outlet for me for the past however many months I've been doing it now. Almost coming up on a year. I don't even want to think about it, but like almost coming up on a year. It's just, life is busy and I need to prioritize the things that are gonna get me somewhere in life, unfortunately. I need to finish my master's degree before I think about anything fun for my life right now. Like, before I come back to this. But let's move on to the actual video. I've been sitting here compiling all day. So, as the title suggests, this is 22 more releases for this upcoming year. Specifically, obviously, from July to December because announcements only come out so often and yeah, so I have a lot more. Like I said in the last 22 releases video, which I'll put up here, I always keep like constantly adding to a Goodreads list. I'll link that list down below so you can see like the 300 something books I have on that list. And I know I'm still missing a ton of books. There's always books releasing. I'm always finding more and adding more to that list. So what I have now might still be added to. And this list I have now is definitely incomplete. I mean, I've only put 44, if you include the last one, 44 books total out of the 300 and almost 50 books I think I have on that list. I try to keep up with the releases, and I'm telling you, I only read certain genres, so this is just the number of ones that I can find in the genres that I read that looked interesting to me. It's just a lot. It's a lot, but I love it, and that's why I want to share more with you, because on the last video that I did, I was sharing mostly for the first half. I had some information for the second half, which I will talk about updates on those, but now obviously, you know. So on updates from a few books that I mentioned last time that now I say mention more, I guess, because I mean most of them have been released at this point, but there were a few that were not released or didn't have covers or dates or whatever. So I'll pop up any books. I'll mention them really quickly. We have The American Roommate Experiment. I know I mentioned that one. I know there's no cover and no published date. We now have a cover. We now have a published date. I'll add those all onto the screen. It looks really good. I've had a friend that read it and loved it, and I'm very excited for it. After that, I had A Scatter of Light by Melinda Lowe. That one I had a publishing date. I think at the time it's the 10th of October, I want to say. I'll obviously put it up, but we have a cover for that now. I can't get over the cover. It's been out for a little while now and I still can't get over it. I have an arc for this one. I can't wait. I don't think you understand how excited I am for this arc. I'm ready for it. I also mentioned Foully to Fortune by Chloe Gong. This one also has a cover now. I think this one had a publishing date last time too. I'm pretty sure it's in September. I can't remember. Obviously it'll all be on the screen, but this cover I do love. I think I like the TBD OVE covers more, but I do still really like this one, especially the pink color wave. I've seen the gold color wave and I'm still very iffy on it, but there is a cover. I am keeping my fingers crossed. I sent in a request form for like a physical arc. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's gonna happen, but that is a thing. And then the last one that I know I mentioned was Aces Wild by Amanda DeWitt, and this one has a cover. I've read the arc for it already. I gave it 3 stars. I'll like link up to wherever that video is where I talk about it. I don't even know what videos I've talked about it in at this point. It's been a while, but I did read that actually in May, June. I did not read it that long ago. It was, when did I read it? Yeah, I read it in June. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I read it at the beginning of June. I read it when I was going home on the plane and coming back. So not long ago, but there's a cover for it. I do love the cover and I'm excited to see what Amanda does in the future. So yeah, those are everything that I have mentioned in the previous video that was missing information and that we know more of now. Like I said, I like to keep up with things, so I get a lot of information. Like I will find books really early when there's not much about it. It's promising and also not when that happens, because then I have no information for The American Roommate Experiment because it's a romance and they don't say anything until much closer to it. Oh my god, what is my hair doing? Sorry, I don't know what's happening today, I'm not gonna lie. So ignore that. I look a little bit like I am like a teenage boy that just doesn't know how to keep their hair up. But like I'm on second day hair and I don't know, that's just what curls are for me. Yeah, so I know last time I did it based on genres. This time I'm going to do it based on month release because we're already halfway through with the year. So I want to do it based on the month release. I am going to be very, very brief with all of these, I think, because I just don't need to edit down 40 minutes of me talking about these books. If I'm talking about these books, you know I'm excited for them. A lot of them, I think, have a decent amount of people that I know personally that have seen them and are interested in them, but I think I have a few that are a little bit more underground. We'll see. I'm trying to like have a broad selection of genres-ish, even though I only read so many, kind of a broad selection of genres of like types of whatever, backgrounds, all that stuff. Yeah, let's do it. So the first one we have is Can't Resist Her by Kiana Alexander. All I know about this one, because I honestly just found out about it myself very recently, but I'm very excited nonetheless. And I haven't seen a lot of people mention it or realize this is a release. Like I haven't seen a lot of love for it yet. So I'm hoping to get the word out there. All I know is that it's a second chance type romance. Based on the synopsis, it's like they had a spark when they were younger and then they've re-met now, and it's like a workplace-ish, sort of. I don't know if it's fully workplace, but it kind of is from the vibes I was getting. But it's a second chance sapphic romance. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful sapphics on the cover, as always. And this one will release on July 19th. The next one I have after that is Youngblood by Sasha Lawrence, and this one also releases on July 19th. But this one I have seen a little bit more about. I actually have an arc for it, so I do need to get on that. I really do. This one is a dark academic boarding school set sapphic vampires. We have sapphics, we have vampires, what more do you want? And I'm also pretty sure it's an ex-friends to lovers situation, or like they knew each other growing up and now they are re-meeting at this boarding school. And I think it's kind of a mystery-ish type situation because it's dark academia, so there's a lot of like hidden secrets. I'm so excited to get to my arc of this one. And the cover looks so cool. I love the like reddish orangish kind of color that they've got going on. I mean, I'm a little bit biased. Red is my favorite color, so but yes, cannot wait. Okay, and then the final book that I have for you and for July is A Strange and Stubborn Endurance by Foz Meadows. This one releases July 26th. This one is an Achillean romance that is an arranged marriage, but it's because, okay, so it's an arranged marriage, but from what I gathered, it was originally supposed to be one of the main guys and a girl, but they find out from the main guy that he's not straight, and so they end up making it the girl's brother, so it's Achillean, but it's an arranged marriage. There's some sort of plot to take down something because they're powerful people. I don't know if they're considered like princes or just like political people. I really don't know. It's fantasy type stuff, but it's some sort of high power arranged marriage, but queer, and they have to bond together and stop what's going on. And of course, the first thing that it made me think of was Winter's Orbit, which was sci-fi, and I think this one's fully fantasy. But like, same kind of vibes, so if you like that one, you might like this one. I was okay with Winter's Orbit, so we'll see how I feel about, you know, this. I mean, it's obviously a very different book, but like, I love the vibe of the arranged marriage situation. So, you know, I'm excited. I really am excited. The cover is intriguing. It's very like not commonplace right now with like fantasy and YA. Maybe fantasy, yes. But it's like, it doesn't give anything away. I'm very excited for it. So let's move on to August. For August, the first book that I have is The Feeling of Falling in Love by Mason Deaver. This releases August 2nd. This one is a trans romance, or T for T, and it is fake dating and enemies to friends to lovers romance. So all three of those bad boy tropes. I also know we have Grumpy Sunshine, and I know the basic gist is, I know it's fake dating because they have a wedding to go to. One of the characters has a wedding to go to, so they invite their roommate. So it's like a roommate's enemies to lovers situation. I'm very excited. I love that it is probably a literal dumpster fire, given the cover. Like an everything that can go wrong goes wrong kind of thing. Or like a disaster trans romance. You know what I mean? Like the disaster chaotic energy. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Mason Deaver, their books have not disappointed me yet. I loved I Wish You All the Best. We all know that. I read it last year at the end of the year and just fell in love. I really enjoyed The Ghost We Keep. I actually read that one first, and so, or at least I think I did. I don't remember. But I've read both of their previous books, and I'm so excited for this one. And trans, like, come on, what more do you want? The next book I have after that for you is The Nexus of Destiny by Caleb Daniel. This one releases August 16th. This one releases August 16th. I really don't actually know much about it, but I do know that we have an Arrow Ace main character, and that was enough to suck me in. Like, I don't need to know more as long as there's Ace rep. Like, that will immediately, yes. I also know we have side characters that are just other queer identities. Like, I know we have an envy character, I think we have a gay character, I think we have a bi character, just like a whole queer cast of characters. I only also know that it's got a found family situation going on. That's all I ever want in queer books is found family. But we have a found family, and then we have like elemental magic. So, you know, the vibes are there. I'm very excited. I have seen some people hype this one, but like not really. I think I'm the only one that ever talks about it from what I know. I just don't think it's gotten enough attention, and I'm really excited to read it, and I keep bringing it up. In my Real series, I mentioned it like every chance I got for like Ace books on my radar and just upcoming releases. I'm just so excited. I hope it gets a lot of love when it releases. In the following week, we have two books that I am excited for. I mean, I have a bunch more, but two books that I will mention. The first one is Love on the Brain by Allie Hazelwood. This releases August 23rd. I know I haven't read The Love Hypothesis yet. I know it's sitting there. I can see it right from where I'm sitting. It's staring at me. I will read it, but more STEM romances. More STEM romances. More STEM romances. I will never have enough STEM romances. And so that's an immediately it's a yes. And I know, I think this one is also a Raylo fanfic type situation, but again, I have a no connection to that, so we're good. I'm excited. I do not care about the Raylo stuff. It has no meaning to me, so I will be reading that happily. I don't know much other than it's just a STEM. I think they're NASA, and I assume it's some sort of enemies to lovers. That seems to be their bread and butter, and if it's Raylo, then that's what it has to be, I guess. Also, the covers that the artist does, I follow them on Instagram. I love these covers, like the whole STEMinist, TLH, this one. I just love all the covers for these. I'm in love. And then the other book releasing on August 23rd that I have is This Is Why They Hate Us by Erin H. Aceves. I think that's how you pronounce the last name. Number one, this cover, absolutely stunning. We love the little bicolors going on. We love it. I mean, it's just, covers this year have been, like queer covers especially, they have been on point. Round of applause to every graphic designer that does book covers. They are beautiful. Yeah, that honestly is what sold me when I first saw it, and it's still just like, I can't get over the cover. I don't know why. I feel like this is the kind of book that would make me cry, even though it doesn't seem like it would have those vibes. But I feel like it's just one of the ones that, like, I don't know, it'll just do it. Like, I have no reasoning behind it. It doesn't seem like a sad book per se, but you know, sometimes when it just like, you just know. This is one of those. Genuinely, the only thing I really know about it is that we have like a confused, anxiety-ridden, by disaster situation going on. That's it. that's all I got for you guys. I hope that's enough to pick it up for you. The final book I have for August is A Taste of Golden Iron by Alexandra Rowland. This one releases August 30th. This one is a fantasy romance. It's a Killian, it's a bodyguard and prince romance. Yeah, just that's all I really need, but I mean, I really just don't know anything else about it, honestly. So bodyguard times prince is all I really need to be excited for it. From friends that I know and have similar taste to, they have read it, they have loved it, they highly recommend it, so I highly recommend it, even though I haven't read it yet. I was not approved for the arc, it's fine. I wasn't crying for a day or anything. Also, another stunning cover, beautiful, beautiful men on this cover. I saw it and I'm still obsessed. And I know it has some special editions coming out, and if only I could get my hands on those. Okay, we are moving into September. The first book I have is Silver Under Nightfall by Rin Chifeko, which releases September 13th. This one, I have not seen much people talk about it, but the cover looks really cool. Like I wouldn't say it's like a beautiful cover, but it's definitely an intriguing cover. It's got something that like hooked me in. It's a really cool cover. I know it's a queer fantasy with vampires, and I know based on the blurb it was saying it's like something for if you like Priory and if you like Castlevania, and those are both things. I mean, I have Priory here, but like those are both things that I've really wanted to read and watch and just dive into. So I have a feeling, based on the fact that I've been really interested in those series and books and stuff, that I'm gonna love this. Plus, I just really need to read Rin Chifeko. I've heard nothing but great stuff about Rin Chifeko's stuff. I know that they are a beloved author, so I'm excited. I haven't seen much about this, which is why I'm like, wow, but it looks great. The next one I have is The 99 Boyfriends of Micah Summers by Adam Sass. This one releases September 20th. This one I actually have an arc for, and I need to get on it. I need to get on my arcs, guys. This is, it's getting kind of bad, how many arcs I have that I'm just not touching. Well, I mean, I am. I'm just getting very slow through it. This one, though, getting back on track. This one I know is supposed to be like a Cinderella fairy tale type twist of a story. We're following Micah. He has an Instagram where he's drawn people he has meet cutes with, and he's about to have his like 100th meet cute, and he's trying to get the phone number, and the person drops like an orange jacket, so like the Cinderella comes in and he goes on a quest to find this person. So it's something along those lines where it's a Cinderella-esque type, fairy tale-esque type story, but queer, and it looks cute and wholesome. You know, meet cute gone wrong. What? Well, wrong maybe, but maybe not the right word for wrong, but like meet cute gone off the rails, off the rocker. The next one I have is The Witch and the Star by Olesya Selinkova-Gilmore. This one also releases September 20th. I have not heard a lot of people talk about this, but it's a debut. It's based off Slavic folklore. Specifically, it's based off of Baba Yaga. Yeah, that's all I really know about it. I really want to get more into Slavic folklore type stuff. As a Slav myself, you think I would read it, but I really don't. I know the background to a lot of the stories, but I just don't read it. And I feel like if you're a fan of The Bear and the Nightingale, this might be the kind of book for you. Do with that what you will. But I'm excited. The cover looks stunning. It's a debut that doesn't seem to be getting a lot of love, so I am here to hype it up. The next book I have is The Genesis of Misery by Neon Yang. This one is a queer science fiction, high like sci-fi space opera type shenanigans going on. All I know right now is that it has a main character that uses multiple pronouns, which makes me very happy. They use the same set of pronouns I use when they use she, her, and they, them. And I know that the rest of the cast is very queer. It's a very diverse queer book, and I know nothing more than that. I just know it's like a high-tech space opera, probably lots of drama, lots of shit going down. I've had this on my radar for a long time now, and I've just been so excited for it. I've been so excited. After The Darkness Outside Us, I need more like queer sci-fi books in my life, and nothing has filled that gap yet. And I'm hoping this could be that. Fingers crossed. Moving into October, we have You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince by Timothy Janowski. This one releases October 4th. It is a holiday romance. We are following the two main characters. I think one of them is like a hotshot, and the one of them is from a small town. It's one of those things where it's like kind of a Hallmark type situation where the person from the big city goes to the small town, and it's a small town romance, but make it queer. Like a literally Hallmark movie, but make it queer. I'm excited for it because I love Hallmark movies. I love the Hallmark movie, like especially the Hallmark holiday Christmas movies. Yeah. The next one I have is another holiday romance. We have A Season of Love by Helena Greer. This one releases October 11th, and this one is a sapphic romance, but this one is actually a Hanukkah romance. So it's sapphic stuff over the 8 days, I think. I don't know if it's like just within the 8-day Hanukkah period, but it's a Hanukkah based romance and it just looks wholesome, and I have an arc for it and I cannot wait to get to it. Bless the holiday queer romance writers this year. The next book after that I have is The Edge of Being by James Brandon. This releases October 11th as well. This one also looks like one that will make me cry. This one has more of a I think this one has more of a foundation for why it would make me cry. All I know is we're following the main character Isaac, who is on the hunt to find his father who he's never met, and I think it's one of those just he learns a lot of secrets and like uncovers a lot of information, and yeah, it's just one of those like things that I think is gonna be really sad, and I just don't want to know why. I have inklings of like where it's going with the story based on the cover, the title, the synopsis, and I don't need to know more about it. Yeah, but I have some theories, and it's one of those books that I think will make me cry. Another one I have an arc for, so we'll see how it goes. I'm really exposing how many arcs I have that I need to get to, and I just am not. Many great ones, let's just put it that way. Ones I'm obviously really excited for, so I'm really grateful I'm getting these arcs. I'm just like, oh my god, overwhelmed. And then the last book of October, we have Love from Medina to Mecca by S.K. Ali. This releases October 18th, and this one is a sequel following Adam and Zainab. It is a Muslim romance with disability rep because Adam has multiple sclerosis. I really loved Love from A to Z, and I'm really excited to be back with Adam and Zainab again. They were so cute, they were so wholesome. I assume it's some sort of like Mecca trip situation going on. I don't know. I'm just really excited to be back. It's cute. It's a cute little set of people, and I really enjoyed the first one. And so this is my rec for you to go back if you haven't and read the first one and then read this one, and we'll all be happy and also a little sad, but mostly happy. And yeah, please do it. Moving into November, we are hopefully flying through this, as I hope. I see the number that I'm at recording wise, but we'll keep flying through it as quick as I can. The first one for November we have is another sequel. It is A Restless Truth by Freya Marsk. This one releases November 1st. This one is one of my most anticipated, if not, it's one of my most anticipated releases of the upcoming second half of the year. Obviously, I mean, these all are, but this one, the first book, was one of my favorite reads of the year. If not my favorite read of the year, I still need to figure out that whole situation going on between A Marvelous Light and Ike Wheeler. We're not going to talk about it, but A Restless Truth. It's a sequel. It's following Robin's younger sister Maud. She ends up going on a ship and going to America or something, but it's a sapphic romance with pirates involved or ship stuff. It's a high seas romance. I don't need to know much more than that because I love this world. I'm so excited to be back in this world. I can't wait to be back with these characters. This is my other recommendation. Go read the first one if you haven't. If I haven't somehow convinced you to pick it up yet, please do. And join me in reading A Restless Truth. The other book that I have releasing on November 1st is Kiss Her Once for Me by Alison Cochrane. This is another sapphic romance. This is an A-spec sapphic romance actually, and Alison Cochrane wrote The Charm Offensive last year, which I read and loved, and that was also an A-spec, Uza Killian. And so as soon as I saw that she had another romance coming out, I had to immediately write that shit down. I have an arc for this one. Again, I cannot wait. Number one, don't know how I got approved for this arc. At the time, I had a terrible ratio. I mean, I still do, but it's a little better now. But I had a terrible ratio. I got approved, so thank you, the publishers, for that one. It's another holiday romance. I think this is a Christmas type of romance. It's like an engagement, a fake engagement gone wrong. Like I said, the holiday romance queer authors, they are doing the most, and I am here for it. The next one I have is Africa Risen. I don't know who the primary editor of this one is, but it's an anthology short story collection, so this one releases November 8th, and it's a sci-fi, fantasy, and speculative fiction collection of short stories. It's all, the title suggests, all African diaspora. Also, the cover looks incredible, but I'm so excited just to see those stories, and it doesn't seem like it has a lot of authors I've ever read from, so I'm really excited to be introduced to a bunch of authors. The next one I have is Two Wrongs Make a Right by Chloe Leese. This one releases November 22nd. It is another romance, but it is an autistic, neurodivergent main character romance. I don't know which of the characters is autistic, but I do know one of the main characters is autistic. And the only other thing I really know about it is that it's a retelling of Much Ado About Nothing, and it has some sort of fake dating scenario going on. And that's it. That's all I ever need to know about romances. It's the two main tropes. And finally, we are in December. The first book I have for December is A Dash of Salt and Pepper by Kosoku Jackson. This releases December 12th. It is a queer Achillean romance set in a restaurant, and I literally don't know anything else other than that. I know one of the characters has a kid, and I just know that it's a food-based queer romance. And I know it's kind of been like a trend lately, and I'm not mad about it. I need to get into it. I haven't really read any of it, but I'm okay with it because food is incredible, and queer romance is incredible. And I do want to go back and read Kasoko Jackson's other books because they all look so good. They really do. They all do. I think I included his other release this year in the previous one too, so like I need to get on it at this point. So we are on our final book that I have on this list, the 22nd book / the 44th book of the year that I am giving to you as a put on your radar. But we have A Million to One by Deepa Jagadar. This one releases December 13th. This one is a sapphic heist story set on the Titanic. Yes, all I need to know, all you need to know, please read it. It looks so good. The cover is like giving movie poster, and I know that's probably the vibe, but it is giving me movie poster vibes, and I love it. Like action movie poster vibes, which is just perfect for a heist book. But it's another high seas, high adventure heist story. I'm intrigued to know how it's gonna handle it all, but I'm very excited. And yeah, that's everything. Oh my god, that is all the books. It's a lot. I don't want to make this an outro long. So once again, I just want to say thank you to everyone who watches my stuff. If you're like returning for a while now, I'm so sorry to be going on hiatus again, but it's just something that I need to do. And it's not like a full hiatus. I will be trying to post once a week, but it's like, this is what I need to do in order to have some sanity and free time for myself. It is just hard to keep up with posting twice a week, and so I commend everyone who does that or more. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this introduced you to some new books. If you haven't heard of them, I hope you are interested in picking some up now. If you have heard all of them, I hope I did it justice with the selection that I picked. I will get going now. If you like this video, give this video a big fat like down below. Comment down below. What is your most anticipated release for the upcoming half of the year? Have I mentioned it? Was it in my first video or any of the ones I mentioned at the start of this video? Let me know. Just let me know what you're looking forward to. I'm always looking to add more books to my TBR somehow, for some reason, even though I don't have the time to read everything. We're not gonna get into it. The logistics, we're not getting into it. If you like this video and you liked me, please consider subscribing. It would mean the absolute world to me if you did. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.